Franklin Delano Roosevelt was born January 30th, 1882. His parents were James Roosevelt and Sarah Roosevelt. Franklin had a hard life ahead of him. Franklin met Eleanor at a dance on March 17, 1905, and they soon got married. They had 6 children together, and 2 of them were named Franklin. Franklin Roosevelt ran for the New York Senate in 1910. After that, he was elected governor of New York in 1928. Finally, he was elected President of the United States in 1932. In 1922, Franklin was unable to walk and in need of a wheelchair. Eleanor called a doctor from Boston to come down and examine him, and the doctor diagnosed Franklin with polio. In 1932, during the Great Depression, FDR was elected President of the United States of America. It was a landslide win over the unpopular President Herbert Hoover. During his acceptance speech, he said, "I pledge to you, I pledge myself a New Deal for the American people." Franklin and his New Deal got people back to work and helped the American people out of the Great Depression. Franklin liked living in the White House. He had grandchildren who bounced on his bed, and he didn't mind. Franklin also declared war on Japan the day after the sneak attack on Pearl Harbor in Hawaii on December 7, 1941.
Yesterday, December 7, 1941, a date which will live in infamy, the United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
A few days later, he also declared war on Germany and entered World War II to help save our allies in Europe. While working on the morning of April 12, 1945, FDR said, "I have a terrific pain in the back of my head." He then collapsed in his chair and died shortly after. Franklin Delano Roosevelt was the 32nd President of the United States. He served 12 years and was the only president to serve more than 8 years. Soon after Roosevelt's death, the New York Times declared, "Men will thank God on their knees 100 years from now that Franklin D. Roosevelt was in the White House."